The game takes account of all of your actions, including the ones you decide not to take. These choices will determine your fate and the fates of others around you. Proceed with caution. Hey, it's Welonz. We're checking out this bed we made today. We are a maid working in a hotel in the 1950s, and we're gonna snoop on people.
Come on now, miss. Let's keep moving.
Oh, we're at the police station. Did I get arrested? Or maybe I'm like a witness. Something happened at the hotel. And because the maid knows a lot of things, they're asking what I know.
It's on your right. Here.
No, I'm usually in charge of the...
Yeah, I might be interviewed.
Each maid has her assigned floors.
Yes, exactly.
Then why is it that you were working on the 5th floor last week?
Well, the usual girl, Sophie, she had to take some time off, so...
We're almost there.
Oh, sorry.
Asked me to cover for her.
I see. Does this man look familiar to you?
Oh, is it not this room? I'm sorry, someone else is already in the room. Is it this one? No? I can't seem to move my point of view any further. No, there's a whole bunch of different maids being interviewed right now. What happened at the hotel?
Here we are.
Big murder?
Good luck.
With what? I didn't murder anyone. Whatever happened, it was already like that when I got here.
She's all yours, sir.
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clownton for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No, not yet. I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
No father.
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Oh, par la fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons.
I think the developers are French speaking. They're from Quebec. Very stylish. So it's called This Bed We Made. Are we making beds today in hotels? Rotary phones. Being expected to get married at 21.
Documents done. Now just a bit of tidying up and I can go on break.
That's how you know it's the 1950s.
I'm guessing you've seen better days. But you're obviously still important to someone.
Oh, you look kind of burned. I hope it's just dirty stains or something. Can I look at them individually? Wow, this one's even worse. Oh. Get it clean though. Goodness. Some of it is burn marks, some of it is just plain dirt. If you love something, you'd keep it in better condition. Just saying. Who am I calling? I need to make the bed. Yeah, that's how you make the bed.
Nothing like a well-made bed.
I was under the impression they usually... It might depend on the service you ask for, I guess? Yeah, they usually do a whole different set of, like, covers and stuff, right? They don't just tidy it. It's a whole different set.
No need to bother reception right now.
Hey, I can look through everything. I do often wonder about jobs like this, though. This and stuff like being a male person. Like, they're in charge of very important things, and they get access to people's valuables and stuff, but their pay in comparison probably isn't that much, so what's the incentive for them to not steal on the job? Like, what if I have a customer who's a millionaire and then I find his suitcase full of money? Yeah, I'll get fired if I get found out, but I'll just take the money and go before anyone even knows.
Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I guess people cleaning the rooms do wonder about stuff like that, huh? They try to, like, detective out who lives here, what they're doing here.
That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in?
You know me. You know my family. You've had a seat at our bar since the day we moved in 49. You're more than a friend to us. You're practically family. And while friends are polite to each other, family deserves more. Family deserves honesty. As such, I want to be as direct as possible in letting you know that you're down to your last chance. The $83.80 you owe us, plus 25% interest, is now 8 months overdue. My patience has worn thin. This isn't like one of your unpaid bar tabs. You came to us for help, and the help always comes at a price. We've opened our pockets to you time and time again, and all you've done is taken advantage of our goodwill and generosity. We'll come over in person to make our collection tomorrow. I'll be bringing along the boys so we can all sit down and have a little chat. But just so you know, they aren't too good with words. And that's why this person's staying at a hotel, because you just told them you're coming over tomorrow. Why would I stay at home? Very nice of them to give advance warning, though. Which is why you won't be able to find this person. Oh.
A bed's not complete without its pillow.
Acknowledgement of debt. January 16, 1959. Date of initial loan, January 2nd, 1957, 1 year ago. Entered into agreement between two people whose names I can't read because the person here is probably trying to smudge them out. Initial amount of $1,500. Where do we use dollars? $1,500. Amount overdue is now $35,000. On the date of the initial loan, lender lended $1,500 to borrower for 12 months. The borrower was to be obliged to pay interest at the rate of, it looks like 15%, but the letter said 25 earlier, so maybe they increased it. The total sum of said interest is to be paid together with capital sum of granted loan by the loan period's end. So it's been 2 weeks since the loan's been overdue. With the loan period reaching its conclusion on July 2nd, 1957. Oh, it was supposed to be... Wait, the loan period concluded half a year after the initial loan? Anyway, the point is this guy is in debt and he probably should burn this or something if he's really thinking of running away. It's snowing! Perfect for the holiday season. Ooh, just put that in my back pocket. Can I read that book? Holy Bible. Do they not have to have, like, I don't know, texts of all different kinds of faith then? Because what if the person isn't even Christian? Dear Mr. and Mrs. Mapleson, regretful as we are to have to report to these lines of communication, resort. Our client and your neighbor, the owner of 8832nd Street, has been ultimately evasive of our many attempts to reach out and collect our due debts, specifically an amount owed to us the sum of $1,900. He has given us little recourse but to contact him through those in close physical proximity to him, in the hopes that they can deliver a message on our behalf. We have little desire to disturb you and other fine citizens of 32nd Street, but our business may bring us back to your neighborhood, if it is not resolved quickly. The help of your kind community would be greatly appreciated, for us and certainly for your neighbor. Kindly Lucky Coin Financing. This is for the neighbors. How did they get the letter from the neighbors? The neighbors came over and let this guy know. Damn, pretty good at your job, huh? Checking all these drawers. Yeah. You can't take anything, but no one said you can't look. Le Petit Regale. All breakfast orders served with coffee and toast. Expensive stuff. Prices in dining room, 25% lower. Oh. Please call room service for delivery to your room. That's a very smart way of writing it. What they really mean is, to your room is 25% higher, but they wrote it the other way around to make it sound better. That's a good business communication skills. Here's a pillow. Put it back here. Thank you. What about these? Oh, come on. What else can we look at? Okay, I guess we should close them because we're supposed to clean up the place and all.
You brought your own mug? Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary.
When you have a family, it's hard to run away. You can not go home, but what if they bother your kid? Or your wife or whatever? Whoa! Both of them moved at the same time! Damn, you're really good at this whole cleaning thing. Alright, minigames, yeah! Come on, come on. Ugh. Get rid of those stains. If only... I feel like a lot of hotels don't go this step though. Because I've been to a lot of rooms where...
And voila.
Tub is just...
Good as new.
Not that clean. Maybe it depends on the price you pay. Should I close this? Wait, should I... Were there lights I could turn off? No? If I find this on the ground, am I supposed to put it back on the table or should I pretend I didn't see it? I actually don't know. Am I good? Please clean this room. They didn't even have the sign out. There's the safe. There's some scarves. I can't open it. Can you close this one? This is pretty high up. It's huge. Oh no, I messed it up. It's the other way around. There you go. Okay, I think I'm good. It's still back in the day, so no digital record of who went into which room with the cards and all.
Have you heard about that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere.
They're projecting.
Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes yesterday.
You guys have a uniform!
This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
Now I realize I've been blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see.
What?
Who are we hearing? Other staff? Oh, we left the key to what, 504? Uh-oh.
Let's see what Beth wanted to talk about. I should talk to Beth at the front desk.
But I left the key there, and then something horrible happens.
Now's not the time to pick up smoking, Sophie.
It's expensive.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
Oh, I wish coffee was only 5 cents these days. Actually, I don't even drink coffee, so it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you?
Is that a foreshadowing line?
Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you?
What are all these hearts? Is it Valentine's Day? It's snowing. Whoa, it's snowing really hard. 19... Oh, the Montrealer. Oh, we're actually just in Montreal. 19 arrested in deviant raid. Montreal police arrested 19 persons in early Saturday raid at Manny's Lounge, located on Stanley Street, downtown Montreal. The establishment, owned by Emmanuel Lowbirth, is a known hangout for sex deviants. Wait, what does this mean? In the 1950s? Like kinky stuff? A Montreal city employee, a court official, and 2 teachers were among those seized, according to official reports. Lieutenant Sylvain Guilbeault says he plans to send letters to schools employing the arrested teachers. School principals, parents, and fellow teachers should prevent such people from being in close contact with youngsters, he said. It is everyone's responsibility to protect our children. Oh, so this is like a children-related thing for sure? Or are you just saying that children shouldn't be exposed to sex deviants? Lieutenant Guilbeault also promised an investigation would be opened on Lowbirth, who already has a criminal record to his name. Oh. Major snowstorm paralyzed the city. Montreal is paralyzed by this winter's 5th and most important snowstorm. 15 inches of snow are expected until the end of the day. The last major storm, back in January, had covered the city with 12 inches of snow. The storm started yesterday, with 6 inches falling during the day, and 6 more during the night. Violent winds created giant snowbanks all over the city. Many drivers ignored police warnings and decided to take their cars at their own risk, resulting in several accidents. Trains from the United States are expected to be delayed up to 3 hours at Dorval Airport. Most departures have been cancelled, while arrivals are delayed or diverted altogether. Shop owners against new mental hospital. A group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Mayor Sardo Fournier last week to air their grievances concerning the city's recent decision to allow construction of a new mental hospital on Dorchester Boulevard. William Weston, manager of Weston's department store, says he and his group will fight tooth and nail to prevent the hospital's construction. Will our customers feel safe to come downtown for their shopping needs, knowing there are lunatics next door? He said. Yeah, so I think it's trying to portray that back in the day, back in the 50s. A lot of things were different, thought-wise, zeitgeist-wise. Another bloody Valentine. Valentine's Day concluded in horror last Friday. It is Valentine's Day, with a murder of an Outremont resident. A worried neighbor called the authorities at 11:15 p.m. after hearing loud shouts from next door. When police arrived, they found the lifeless body of a 34-year-old man. Authorities have refused to identify the victim or provide any details about the circumstances of his death. No suspect has been apprehended yet, but Detective Lieutenant Maurice Tremblay asked anyone with information to come forward as soon as possible. Valentine's was last... Wait, so that guy's dead. It was due a month ago then. It wasn't just 2 weeks ago. More like a month and a half ago. Does your personal hygiene worry you? Are those worries bothering your husband? Stop worrying and save your marriage with Liss Oil. Liss Oil is an indispensable aid to marriage hygiene. Millions of women use it regularly to safeguard their beauty and avoid undesirable surprises. It's penetrative and effective, even in the presence of organic matter. Begin to use Liss Oil today, so you can stop worrying about your hygiene and focus on more important things, such as pleasing your hard-working husband. Liss Oil has been endorsed for more than 60 years by scientists, medical professionals, and many other men who have women's hygiene at heart. Okay, thank you, man. So what is it? You expect me to, like, lather it all over my body? Okay, cool.
Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did draw the short straw.
Oh, Valentine's Ball. Friday, February 14.
Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
Let's not gossip. Gossip, we can gossip to people we're close to, but in general, it might not be a good idea if we don't know if the person's gonna be nice to us or not.
You said you needed me?
Oh, straight to business then.
Sorry, it's just a busy day.
I get it. It's been non-stop for me this morning too. Wanna guess why I summoned you here?
So she acknowledged that. I jumped straight to business. She seems nice though, so I don't think we need to be on guard with her, but better to be safe than sorry.
I'm guessing there's something I have to clean?
Obviously. But what is it?
Did a kid throw up again?
God, no. Did that happen recently?
Yeah, last week. I can still smell it. Feel it too. While I was cleaning, some of it got...
I'm gonna stop you right there. Keep talking and you'll be cleaning up after me too.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you'll be glad to know it's nothing gross this time. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
Oh no.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
Man, there's dirt and stuff too. I guess it's my job or whatever. I have a journal. Beth has been the hotel's receptionist for as long as I can remember. In fact, hers was the first face that welcomed me when I first took step inside the Clarington. She knows this place like the back of her hand. Beth can be fiery, which doesn't win her much love from Bernard, but most guests adore her for her magnetic personality, and that's something Bernard can plainly see. We don't get the chance to chat as often as I'd like, but when we do, it's always a blast. I only wish I had half of her wit so I could entertain her as much as she entertains me. There's someone we don't have to be too on guard about. It's usually these ones, if it's a murder, it's her. Beth's banter. Even if it's only a few minutes out of my day, my chats with Beth are always a highlight. She called me up to clean up a mess made by one of our guests, which gave us a chance to catch up. I don't think I've met someone who can make conversations seem so effortless. Beth has a witty response for everything. It's too bad maids aren't usually allowed in the lobby. Chatting with her every day would be a great way to start my morning. You gotta come into work, don't you? Don't you pass the lobby? I guess not. There might be like an employee entrance. Okay, we have people. All at once, or should we do it right before we meet them? Bernard. Let's do Bernard, our manager. Bernard is the Clarington's manager, the big boss. He spends most of his days locked in his office and doesn't like the maids roaming around outside of their posts, so our paths don't cross often. Lately, he's been hell-bent on getting the hotel back in shape, whatever that means, and there have been a lot of changes around here as a result. He's enforcing employee rules more strictly than ever and dropping God knows how much money on renovations. The stress is practically radiating off of him. Well, you would be too if you had to manage the finances of this place. Did we meet? Who were the two people earlier? I didn't like them. Linda is a Clarington's governess, Bernard's second in command. And it's easy to see why. She rules over the maids with an iron fist, always ready to enforce Bernard's latest rules to the letter. Most of them hate her for this, but my feelings are a bit more mixed. For whatever reason, she seems to have a soft spot for me. The same cannot be said for Wendy, unfortunately. It's like she's made it her life's mission to break up Wendy and Jacques' relationship, and I'm worried that her latest efforts may have succeeded. Oh, maybe she likes Jacques too? This is for Beth. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, we have different... Oh, because I was looking at progress here. Okay, hold on. I guess it's not too long. Wendy is a waitress at the hotel's restaurant. She and her best friend Yvette were hired together and they used to be inseparable until 3 or 4 months ago. It's no coincidence that this was around the time Wendy started dating Jacques, the bellboy, to whom she's now happily engaged. That is, depending on who you ask. Linda seems to think that Wendy is a Clarington's resident flirt. Sure, she's popular with guests and collects the most tips by far, but I've always chalked that up to being the same thing that has drawn me to her, that warm smile that just radiates kindness. Linda's not convinced though, and seems to have taken it upon herself to expose Wendy for who she really is. Right. Jealous much? But Linda's kind of nice to me though. So don't get involved in this. And seems like Wendy's nice to me too, if she has a warm smile. Who was making fun of me earlier then? The vet? Jacques. One of the Clarendon's bellboys. I don't know much about him. He's even more shy than I am, barely looking up at guests when carrying their luggage. People like us just need someone to bring us out of our shells, and apparently for Jacques that person is Wendy. He's a completely different person around her. He lights up, laughs, and even cracks jokes. I was so happy he found Wendy, and even happier when he proposed. They were like the Clarendons' very own Janet and Tony. I don't know what that is. But it seems their engagement is imperiled thanks to Linda's meddling. Stand strong, Jacques. Don't fall for her manipulations. It sounds like we're on pretty friendly terms with these people, actually. Haunted hotel? Some days I'm convinced the Clarendon is haunted. It's not that I believe in ghosts normally, but there have been too many incidents for me to rule out the possibility completely. Just this morning, I was waiting for the elevator on 5th floor when I heard a loud bang behind me. Like someone shutting a door, but with more force than I've ever heard a person use. I look around, but there was no one to be seen. Am I just imagining things? Trouble in paradise. I overheard Wendy and Jacques arguing in the break room. From the sounds of it, Linda got to Jacques' head and convinced him that Wendy was flirting with some of our guests. I couldn't believe it. Anyone who's been around them for more than a minute could see how much Wendy loves Jacques. She would never do that to him. No, they weren't making out. They weren't making out. Mom and Dad? Mom always means well, but life hasn't dealt her the best hand of cards. She doesn't talk to me very much about her time as a nurse during the war, but I've always wondered what kind of person she was before that harrowing chapter of her life. It's just the two of us at home. Mom's had bad luck with keeping jobs, and she finds it hard to be around people, so she stays home most of the time. At least she's never missed an episode of The Wild Orchard. On her good days, she can manage on her own, but on her bad days, well, I do my best to be there for her. Dad left when I was 2 years old. Haven't heard much from him. Mom doesn't say much, so I stopped asking. So I'm breadwinner for the family already.
Chocolate mousse cake. Maybe Bobby wouldn't mind sneaking me a slice. Ugh, no. Bernard would have both our heads. Okay, let's get that mop from...
Oh, sorry.
Smell. If only we were allowed in there.
Is that the dining room?
Beth said there was a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office.
Okay, let's go get it. Oh, Bobby. Wow, they come up so often. Bobby is the head chef in the Clarendon's kitchen. He takes care of all the restaurant orders and the meals ordered through the room service. I love walking by the kitchen doors any chance I get, just to enjoy the smells of whatever Bobby's cooking up. But linger too long and you'll get an earful, or worse. I do not want to spend another afternoon cleaning macaroni out of my hair. Oh no. There's Bernard.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda!
I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
Oh, they're
You don't seem
together.
to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I'm sorry, I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
Maybe we'll chill out a little bit.
Were you here Friday night to see the whole thing?
Yeah. They had someone in charge of the event, but she ended up crying alone in the stairwell, so I had to take over.
That bad?
What happened? Did it really go so wrong?
It certainly didn't go wrong for the people enjoying the party, but for those sober around them, that's another story.
Good God. I'm glad I didn't have to be there. I don't know how you do it.
And I don't know how you handle cleaning up after other people all day. You must see plenty of weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest room?
What?
Well, there was this lady who had a love letter addressed to someone I know.
What? No way. Who was it?
You.
Really?
You're messing with me.
It was worth seeing your face turn red.
Wow, you got me. Oh, I better go help Beth. It's hell here with the snowstorm.
It's okay. I need to,
Yeah, all right. Take care.
You too.
As if it wasn't enough having to deal with endless letters of advice from Raymond.
Raymond? What does he want?
He wants me to lower room prices. Make sure the hotel stays accessible to everyone.
Oh, I can hardly believe you two are from the same family.
Raymond.
In the States, you'd be sent to jail for those communist ideas. I hope you're not considering listening to him.
Of course not. It's not like I have a choice anyway. With the renovation cost overruns, the hotel's gonna go under if I don't raise prices.
Have you tried calling Mr. Weston?
I have, but I haven't been able to get through to him. And anyway, the last thing I want is to look like a beggar.
It's not begging if the other party's getting something in return. I'm sure the sales at Weston's have gone up since the partnership.
I don't know. I feel like he's been avoiding my calls lately.
You look so tense today.
Oh, that's because I am. I've had this pain in my shoulder. Oh, right here.
I'm barely
Ever since
working.
I woke up this morning.
Let me have a look at it. Abe says I can get rid of even the toughest knots.
Abe?
Abraham, sorry. Now, come here.
Okay, we might want to leave now.
Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard.
It sounds like Bernard and Linda have a thing going on, so why is Linda so jealous of Wendy then? Goodness. Bobby, this is the kitchen.
Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited.
Fine, fine. Wow, so much juicy gossip in this hotel.
Stairs, exercise. Elevator, convenience. Yeah, elevator wins this time.
I like the voice acting a lot so far. For everybody, it feels pretty natural. Andrew is the concierge and receptionist for the Clarington. He's intelligent, professional, kind, and well-mannered, which easily makes him Bernard's favorite, but he knows how to have fun when no one's looking. Whenever I see him, he's either dashing off on his latest errand or burying himself in a book, so we haven't had a lot of chances to socialize at life. When we do, though, it always feels easy, like talking to someone perfectly attuned to your wavelength. Maybe I should ask him for some book recommendations. It would be nice to have some more reasons to talk to him. Sounds like we like him quite a bit. I am looking for a mop. There are triangles here for some reason, triangle rulers. These are not mops. This is a mop. You're gonna mop the dirt? Does that work? I guess we'll find out.
Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard. Okay, Sophie. Time to clean up that mess.
Word with our kitchen staff to make sure it doesn't happen again.
He's talking to one of them.
Well, that sounds a bit excessive, don't you think? Of course, of course. We're all grateful that your employer chose the Clarington for his stay, but...
He's dealing with a customer. I better start working too, otherwise I'll never get work done.
I'll speak to my manager and see what we can do. Was there anything else I...
So Andrew's the guy all the customers yell at. Gotta be patient to do that kind of job.
Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it.
Protect the family! Say no to divorce! You can be divorced against your will. Women and children suffer most in divorce. You lose your succession rights in divorce. The wife's pension rights are lost in divorce. You lose your right to the family home in divorce. Divorce Oversight Committee. Okay. Wait, back in the 1950s in Canada? I don't know my history, even for Canada, that well. Could women vote yet here? That almost doesn't seem like it. Oh, it's water. I thought there was dirt. Okay. What is that?
Ew. I better throw that away.
Someone walked by and put in a receipt, maybe?
A film roll? The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him.
If I feel like it. If it's important, he'll come looking. Alright, mop it up, mop it up.
Now I just put the leaves back in the vase, and it'll be like nothing ever happened.
Oh. Oh, okay, good. The vase didn't crack? That's kind of surprising. It's the breakfast menu. It is so snowy outside. Big winter storm. But even though it's so stormy,
there's something so peaceful about looking out at a storm. From the inside. Where it's warm. And dry.
Even though it's so stormy, places that have a lot of snow generally are way more prepared for the snow. Like, they won't be shut down as easily. Yeah, so East Side Canada is probably better about that, whereas West Side, where I am, even one day of snow is enough to shut down the whole place because we're not used to it and we don't have any equipment to deal with it.
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly, that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... No, that's very...
So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
Oh my god, we didn't have computers yet.
To my manager, if you'd like. I'm sure he'll be
Spade.
Thrilled to
and this is not alphabetical order, of course. We need to order this... Wait, it's so blurry though. I can barely...
Well, for that you'd have to...
No, that's not it.
Would you like to contact him?
Spade? Oh, it's just out of focus, that's all. Spade!
He's a bit of an...
Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way.
504 was Wellington T?
Kneel down, all right?
But we left the key on the table
together
earlier.
And think really hard about just how much you want the snowstorm to end.
Bernard still leaves these around the front desk? Guess he didn't hear Beth when she swore she'd burn the place to the ground next time she had to suffer through one of his sermons.
Pathetic to your plight.
Clout. Class. Clarington. Clout.
No, I never dare. No, I'm dead
serious. Do hotels
can make the snowstorm
give matches because people want to smoke?
Sir?
Actually, I never really thought about that.
Oh, well.
It's a pretty common thing to give out though, huh? How was that customer? Didn't work out too well? It's the same one. Andrew's gone. Andrew...
I should go to the 5th floor to return Mr. Spade's film roll.
Okay. Guests, Mr. Spade is a guest here at the hotel. He's staying in room 505. He seems to carry film rolls around, and he was in such a rush to get somewhere today that he knocked over the vase in the lobby. But other than that, I don't know much about him. I can't deny that I'm curious to know more. We'll snoop. Andrew's ambush. Yeah, this is just the quest stuff, I guess. Oops. So Andrew caught me eavesdropping on Bernard and Linda, who was once again complaining about Wendy. Thankfully, he didn't make a big deal out of it. He doesn't seem the kind to judge. He's actually quite nice, easy to talk to, fun to tease, and funny in his own quiet way. I hope I get a chance to talk to him more. I get the chance there's a lot more to him than he willingly shows. Lost and found. While cleaning up the mess in the lobby, I found a roll of film on the ground. I'm guessing whoever knocked over the vase must have dropped it. With Beth's help, maybe I can figure out who it belongs to and return it to their room. We usually keep lost items at the front desk, but bringing it back myself would only take a few minutes out of my day, and might put me a few steps closer to Employee of the Month. I felt bad bugging Beth while she was in the middle of an important phone call, but like always, she came through. The logbook says Mr. Spade's in room 505. I was just in the middle of taking care of 5th floor before my break. I can return the film roll and get right back to my schedule. Hey, who did that? Was I here before? Did I just not see it? Thank you.
This leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse.
Oh, that's why we need renovations. But that kind of thing, like raising the prices will cause less people to come, and then you'll earn less money. It's a really bad cycle. Alright, let's go. Back to the break room to get our key first? No?
Hold it, please. Phew, made it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the leak, but it's probably safer this way. Someone could have slipped on it.
Oh god.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th. Thanks.
Your choices will have consequences. Was I not supposed to clean as a maid?
What's the big rush?
I need to bring this to our VIP guest, the one who rented the entire floor.
Ooh.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about?
Oh, it's snow. A bucket of snow. He's famous?
Why does he need a bucket full of snow?
No idea. I don't even ask anymore. It's just the latest in a long series of strange requests.
What do you reckon he'll do with it?
Take a bath, maybe? Sometimes I wonder if he's just pulling an elaborate prank on me.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity.
Oh.
I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Say
Can
it.
you at least give me a hint?
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
Wait. Is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
Someone famous-ish? Ooh, it's open already. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
I should return Mr. Spade's film roll. Room 505 is on my list anyway.
I bumped into Andrew again in the elevator. From the sounds of it, the VIP guest on the 6th floor has been busy with all kinds of strange requests. Tried to press him for more information, but he said, I'd like to prolong the suspense. I'm dying to know who it is. Andrew clearly knows how to keep a secret. So this is immediately what we just did. I don't think we need to pay too much attention to the progress. Eugene is in charge of the hotel's maintenance. Pretty much everyone likes him. He's friendly, hardworking, and does his job well. Anytime I've needed help, he's been happy to lend a hand. Since the renovation started, though, his usual good mood has lost some of its spark. I can see that Bernard's lofty expectations are weighing on him. I just hope he doesn't burn out. He doesn't deserve that. Someone who's famous, but they come to this rundown hotel that needs renovations, maybe they really don't want to be found.
This must have been so much fun. Well, for the guests at least.
Formal wear required. 1 drink, door prizes, best dress contest. None of my business. I'm just a maid here.
Does carrying this everywhere really make us better maids? Bernard seems to think so.
The Chambermaid's Guide. First rule, be invisible. Guests do not want to be disturbed. Accomplish your work as silently and as discreetly as possible. Be a shadow. Second rule, be thorough. Leave no stone unturned and no corner unclean. Dust, stains, everything must disappear. Third rule, be careful. Sometimes what looks like trash is actually a guest's treasured possession. Be careful as to what you throw away. Partial cleaning. Bathroom. Clean mirror, toilet, bath. Bring used towels to cart. Put clean towels on shelf. Replace toilet paper roll if necessary. Empty garbage can. throw away trash. Room, clean ashtray if necessary, scrub stains, make bed, empty garbage can, throw away trash. Did I do all that? I don't think I put clean towels on the shelf in the bathroom. Or change in toilet paper. Whoops. Hopefully that person didn't need it. Complete cleaning. Bathroom and room. Repeat partial cleaning duties. Vacuum every floor. Dust every surface. Change bed sheets. Note, your governess may ask you to perform other related duties at any moment. Okay. Housekeeping. It's my list. I did 501 already. I did 502. I did 503. 504. Complete or partial. 506. Expect a big mess. 507 doesn't need anything. Okay. A yo-yo! Pity pots, sugar frosted pops. I want to play with it.
You have a room order for a reason, Sophie. Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. I won't complain.
Let's look around a little bit more before we go. Yeah, okay. Leaving stuff like this around, what if a guest doesn't agree with it?
Stick to your room order, Sophie. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll come back to this one later.
You're not the boss of me. Oh, this is so unsightly.
Looks like plaster for the renovations. Better not play with it.
Whoa, it's really stormy. Dang.
I think I have all the supplies I need.
This door needs to be closed. It's unsightly. Alright. Am I gonna look at this? You bet I'm not. I'm gonna look around everywhere else first. Seriously? Even under there? Oh. Oh, I thought I could open it.
Did I miss something in here? I should move on for now, but maybe I can come back later if I have a spare moment.
There was a unique line for every single room we couldn't open. I wanted to hear all of it. Self-serve ice. Cool. Mr. Spade? Wait, did he knock the vase over when he was going out or coming back in?
Mr. Spade? Mr. Spade?
I would not do that if I were you. Oh, there's the room. A dark room. He made his own dark room? Instam? Oh, wow. Wait, it's pictures of me! Tampering with objects may lead to positive or negative consequences. It's me though, isn't it? We shouldn't throw away people's stuff, but can we look at it?
What is this?
Oh my god. What am I doing? It's not even another maid, it's me. And it makes sense because I'm the one in charge of cleaning this floor. Wait, what am I holding? Wait, is it me? No, it's showing a sequence of somebody stealing that perfume bottle thingy. I'm not gonna throw it away, it's customer stuff.
Maybe I should call Beth or Andrew. They'll know what to do. I hope.
It is me. It is me. Room 505 greeted me with a sight I could never have seen coming. A makeshift dark room filled with pictures of me, snooping through a guest's items. My heart has never beat so quickly. Should I call the police? Ah, so it's not stealing, but I do have a tendency of looking through people's stuff, which doesn't look great. But I didn't steal anything. So now I have a bit of a dilemma. Do I want to take away this evidence? I didn't steal it though, so I'm not gonna... Ooh, should I clean it? Am I still trying to clean the room right now? Seems kind of... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have cleaned this either. But there was a stain. There was a stain. I think I'm gonna leave it alone, because it's the customers. I can't just randomly throw it away. Photographic fine-grained development. Okay, it's just developing stuff. I can throw all of it away. A light bulb. I will continue to do my job, clean the room. While being extremely freaked out. But the film that we found, I don't think we should just put it on the box like that, because he won't even know that we found it. Is it done? How come there's still... How come I... Oh, okay.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
Beth or Andrew, who do I want as my acolyte? My acolyte? Beth? I think Beth seems a bit more... She's been working here for longer.
Beth, I need your help.
Sophie? What's going on?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Really? I knew it!
You did?
I mean, I knew there was something fishy about him. He just has creep written all over his face, you know? How did you find out?
He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room.
Pictures of you? Doing what?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, you know, snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act, I suppose?
Yes. I think we should call the police.
No, that's a terrible idea.
But
Sophie, that man has pictures of you running your hands through people's stuff.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I know, but say a client reports something missing, those pictures would put a big red target on your back.
I mean, yes, but I didn't do it though. Whereas if you throw the pictures out, you're actively throwing out the customer's stuff.
So I just leave? Do nothing?
Do nothing? No. But it'd be smarter to wait until you have the whole story, or at least more than you have now, before making a move. I've been in darkrooms before. Setting one up in a space that isn't made for that takes time and effort.
Wait, you're a photographer?
No. I was there to look at pictures a photographer took of me. Look, all I mean to say is there's no way he set all of this up just for a couple of pictures. There has to be more.
He's gonna know I was here because I cleaned his room, and I can't not clean his room.
Well, I didn't look through the entire room, but there is a safe here.
I bet you anything there'll be more pictures in there.
Do you have the safe combination then? I'm pretty sure it's locked.
Oh my goodness.
Give me a minute.
Seriously? What if he comes back? The door was open, like he was inviting me in.
Merde. Those idiots.
What?
I can't find the combination list. The night staff's probably lost it again. Anyway, we always ask that clients write down their code somewhere so they don't have to call reception a dozen times. Maybe you can have a look around the room, and I call you if Mr. Creep comes back. You know, so you can get out of there in time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, and Beth?
Mm-hmm.
Please keep this between us.
Of course.
Thank you. Okay, we have limited time, I think.
Oh, par la fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes.